Wow. There's a person that feels like they judged you. They misjudged you. Someone's feeling about how, like, the very beginning, their first intuition, when they realized they had an attraction to you, met you, saw your face, they had the correct, their intuition was speaking to them. But then as a little more time went through and they started trying to put puzzle pieces together, if you will. Okay, I see. This person, their intuition showed them like a full picture of what your connection is. And it's not this big, crazy, intense firework way. It was like a comfortableness of how this person just falls into place in my life somehow. Something feels like exciting, but safe, comfort. And we're about it. It looks like that next part where you try to start learning more about the person, or even somebody's here is stating just investigating your social media platforms, saw something and they're realizing they could have interpreted a lot of things wrong. Their fear, their anxiety could have just stopped them completely from going forward with you. This feels like it was a dynamic of two people who have already added value into each other's life, but have not became extremely close. So take it as it resonates because it is collective, but the range is of you talked, maybe you've hooked up before, or you were talking for a while, you've hooked up, but you maybe never went more farther than that, or all the way to you barely spoke. There was an equal exchange of attraction, maybe a few conversations, and then a drop off. This person, they saw what part of their fear was making assumptions and jumping to conclusions, and they felt arrogant when it comes to a ghosting energy with you. But this person's been through a lot, and they don't want to roll down again. It's taken them a lot to break toxic chains of domestication, of attraction, realizing what about them they were letting to cycle repeat. And that was the energy and frequency of people they were attracting in. But then they went in and did a lot of shadow work, a lot of self-work. And you appeared at this time in their life where it's not like they gave up on love, but they definitely were just like, I'm not looking for it anymore. I'm really going to allow this to find me. And somehow your timeline's aligned. She sees. Okay, interesting. If you're the feminine here, this is a moment of specifically a connection to your own mind for verification that this is how you feel about your masculine, or if you're a masculine here, this is what your feminine is thinking about you. Okay. Well, either way, if you're the feminine or masculine, the feminine in this dynamic loves the masculine's work ethic and ability to be of service. A busy bee, somebody that always has their mind on the prize and takes time to marinate in what has occurred, the success, the fruition, but already has their mind on the next step. That busy bee energy. It's extremely attractive. And that's something I'm seeing the feminine had never really experienced. Like, I'm not saying they haven't had successful people in their life, but there's a different level within this dynamic. Both of these people are very eccentric and beautiful. Okay? You both almost have a go with me here. And this means many different things because collective, but like a exotic look to you two. You're very unique individuals. Spiders and bats are a deep synchronicity within the dynamic between you two. This person doesn't want anybody's happiness to be sacrificed. They could have thought that there was a third party involved with you, but these are collective takes of resonates. There's a lot of different dynamics flowing in here. Okay, I feel that what I'm seeing is you could have had a friend or somebody very close to you that they wondered if there was something further between you two. Yeah, they didn't want to break up. What I'm hearing is I don't want to break up anybody. I don't want to break up a relationship, a marriage. So this person felt there was a lot of power dynamic in this. I see. I'm jumping through many different collectives with different timelines and different details, scenarios, etc. The one that's meant to be focused on right now is for the people here who don't for the people here who don't feel that they have anything on their social media or that they've talked about with the person to give the impression that there's somebody else in your life, they must have really taken some pictures close with friends and etc. as something more. I even feel that one of you here, this is a very, very specific part of a channel message. You could even have had a friend that isn't even attracted to the other gender, aka they're gay or lesbian, etc. But you take pictures with them being so close, and from the pictures, it just wasn't appearing as how close you were to friendship to this person because the insecurity came out of them. Even if another person knew who you two were and looked at the pictures, would know you were just basically brother and sister or etc. For people here who, there's two other timelines of people I need to channel. For the people here who are, I see, okay. Transformation. Some of you here, there's many different dynamics of love and etc. in this world. And a big portion of you here are polyamorous. And for the people here who don't know what that means, it's people who are in relationships and ethically date other people, meaning it's not secrets, there's open communication, that it's free, I guess, is the way to state it. Not everybody in the world has the same dynamic. One thing does not fit for everybody, okay? You know yourself. You know if you're a monogamous or if you're an ethically non-monogamous person, etc. But for the ones here that it's that unique dynamic, you must be deeply in love and have a healthy relationship with whoever your main partner, if you will, is. The boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, husband, wife, etc. However it resonates for you. It looks like you have a very, very healthy dynamic, and this person going into looking and diving into learning about you is very confused because their soul and their energy was telling them all one thing about you, that you're this honest and pure soul, a good person, checking off all the boxes they would want. But then this 3D world thing comes in where you are obviously in a relationship with somebody, and now their ego, their fear is assuming you are completely opposite of what you are. But their soul still keeps lingering back to you. And there's many different things running through their head, and I feel like that's a big reason. They're like, this burden, either this person, and I'm seeing some of you here never got to that chance of even explaining what your dynamic is with another, or from the very beginning you were able, an organic way to talk about, hey, I am in this type of dynamic. And at first, what I feel and see is as soon as they realize that, they're like, oh, this is a burden too big for me to carry. I can't be with somebody who's with somebody else, which is so understandable. Again, one thing does not fit for everybody. You must know who you are and what you desire, and you go from there. And that's how you align to somebody who is your tango partner, etc. But they have continued to go back and forth from trying to find information out about you. And something within their energy is feeling faith or hope again regarding this connection, and still quite confused, but something's telling them to open up. So the third dynamic of people here are ones who are still legally married to somebody, or are in a dynamic of financial exchange, that they like have a house together, they have children together, etc. There's something within this third mixture of people in and out of this collective reading with the collectives, that's you're with somebody that you're in separation with, and the person is not sure if you are still in love or intertwined romantically with the person that you are in separation, going through divorce, going through a breakup, etc. with. And the same type of dynamic of, it looks like for this collective, you have talked to them about it. It was very honest from the beginning that this is the dynamic that's going on. Financially, we have to stay afloat, or we're figuring things out with splitting things. One of us is getting another place, etc. However it resonates. But there's a deep amount of paranoia of, well, what if they're lying to me though? What if they really are still with that partner and I'm the other person, or they are a player energy, etc. However this resonates, both people in this reading are pure, okay? And I'm not saying that you're perfect. Nobody's perfect. But your heart and your soul is pure. It's pure intentions. I don't feel lying on either end. I feel fear making assumptions on both ends. However this resonates for you, okay? We have identified that if this is your reading, you have to fall into one of those three categories of alignment, of your life story aligning with what I just stated. That's how you know this is your reading. I try to make them as specific as I can, that Spirit is calling me to do. So now that we know the dynamics, this is the rest of their feelings and intentions currently regarding you and the connection, okay? Let's see what this is about. Okay, well, they know it's avoiding destiny. There's this energy within them. However this resonates in the way that they would speak is like, I gotta figure out what's going on with this. This person is sweet, sincere, and I've turned into this callousness because I'm just not sure the power, why I feel like they have power over. It's not even power. It's like, why do I feel so much power in the dynamic with this person? It's like this freedom of will thing. It's this confidence. Even though they feel so much for you, they can still feel the power to like defend. And like there was with other dynamics that were karmic, they would just try to prove and chase and chase and chase. And they're not chasing you and you're not chasing them. They are stating, I don't have to rush into doing anything, but I'm not going to let my impatience propel me I'm not going to let my impatience of needing to know answers stop me from even getting on the horse. I have to ask. I have to communicate. They know that both of you still have cleansing processes in your life. There has to be. I mean, for both of you to look the way you do, the beauty, the soul, the outer and external strength, it takes knowing it. You've been through some fucked up shit. Both of you have. And there's a sense of being able to connect off that, but not trauma bond. They see you as somebody that they don't have to have everything figured out for. That's the whole thing of dynamics. Like, you can't be, there's no such thing as being 1010% healed. And a lot of people are like, I have to do this until I can be with somebody. And sometimes it's just, I need to do this by myself. And the rest is with another. Or another's, depending on your situation. they have a deep sexual attraction to you, and I feel that both of your love languages are pretty similar. Your sexual appetite is 1000% on par. So another thing that they currently definitely are doing is, okay, I see, they have very dirty thoughts of you, if you will, and there's kind of like this part of them that it's like, I gotta see what's up with this. This person every day seems like they get this person thinks you get dreamier and dreamier every day, if you will. They see you as the farthest from greed, and they definitely are asking for a lot of assistance with this dynamic. So that's absolutely their guides and etc., but also could be people. But they're being very selective with what I'm hearing about who they would ask advice from, which is great. Because a lot of times we ask advice from people that really don't even know what's going on in their own life. And we can take their word as something stronger than your own intuition. But we all do need wise people. We all do need those one or two friends, etc., to talk to. And whoever this is feels like they're giving them some pretty rational thoughts. No matter what three ways you fell into these categories of this reading to this point being here, whoever they're talking to and their guides and their guides, and if your person is specifically talking to somebody else, the energy is of you cannot jump to assumptions. If everything in your mind, in your body, in your soul, let's say it this way, if everything in your part of your mind, all of your body, all of your soul, and your intuition is telling you something's more here, and the only things keeping you are that other part of your mind, the domestication, the assumptions, the fear, the paranoia, the parasite, you're going to wonder what if. You have to just talk and go from there. So this dynamic feels like it's transforming as we speak. I have faith in this connection. I feel it. We're all put into each other's lives at the correct times, and it's really a connection of what I hear is it's no more about slow and steady wins the race. You are going at a jogging pace together, but you're not sprinting yet. Let this flow to you. Continue to be yourself. Continue to hold your confidence. That's what I got for y'all today. Now, we have a very exciting thing to talk about. We're going to talk about my Patreon. Over on Patreon at Uncle Bronze, I have 7 tier levels, okay? Every single tier level receives 2 extra video recorded readings every week, which I call the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine readings. Long story short, they're like energy forecasts, if you will, for you to understand the energy that's swooping into your life the next whole upcoming week. The Viking Divination, that is masculine energy. So we focus on the willpower, go-getter, attitude, self-composure, elements that are going to be brought to you, but also you're going to exert to the world. And then the same exact thing for divine feminine energy is called the Archangel Ascension. And that's about the nurture, compassion, sympathy that is being flown to you and what you're being guided to exert to the world. Okay. Tier 3 and up are eligible for 2 video chat reading giveaways every single month. My video chat readings are valued at $388.88. And again, I give 2 of these free away every single month. They're an hour long, one topic of the client or Patreon's choosing. After that, there's a bunch of other tier levels that go up in readings, exclusive access, communications, but the tier level 7 is where tarot teaching starts. If you're wanting to learn how to further connect to your tarot cards, your oracle cards, use other divination tools such as runes and candles and incense and pendulums and so much more intertwined with your reading, you want to be a part of that Patreon tier 7. Every single week, I I give out a tarot guidance video, and it's a big playlist that just adds on top of one another. If you're interested in learning more, go ahead to my Patreon that's linked in my social media platforms. Scroll all the way to the, go to the tier tab, go from tier 1, scroll all the way down to tier 7, see what option is calling to you, and go from there. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, go to offprintmint.com, which is in the link of all my social media platforms. You would go to the services tab, look at all my current available services. Under every single one, you will see a book or reading button. You would simply click that. It's going to take you, every single one of those buttons is going to take you to the same page after, where you would put in your name, your topic at hand, your email address, and a brief description of why you are requesting that topic at hand. AKA, the topic is a love reading. You are wanting a deep dive love reading. You're wanting a general love reading. You're requesting an apprenticeship interview. You would describe to me a brief description of why you want to be part of the apprenticeship program. If you're requesting a soul uniting session, you would tell me who you are and who you're wanting to have the soul uniting session with. All details on all my available services, again, are on the services tab page. So make sure you check that out. Then go ahead and send me that email. From there, after you send that, I would connect to you via email, and we would go from there with the scheduling process. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.